Fresh is insane, either way. Yeah, I think T1 fans across the world all rejoice when they see that Senna ban come out here. The Tom Kent's ban is pretty interesting. And then Renekton is the third pick here to be taken off the board.
As there's the Lucian ban. Gonna avoid a first pick on that for T1. The Lee's open, the Gwen's open. There's a bunch of power picks. Udyr is also one where Cuz will basically be guaranteed to have a lot of pressure early on in the jungle, which is one of the main reasons why that pick is still so popular despite being nerfed repeatedly. This is a because
who wants it today?
Can you play it? Yeah, you know, can't. Yeah, sure. I'm up for that. Oh yeah, yes please.
Yeah.
Gwen
does leave the
nice.
Gwen available when you do go for Nox and Rumble. A really nice combo, of course. And here comes the Gwen. So Gwen will be locked in alongside of Teddy's Kallisto once again. We didn't really get to see Teddy having crazy pop-off performances in game number 1 just because of how crazy the game was. And all the team fights just all over the place. So I wasn't really able to shine, but we all know how insane his Kalista is. And he's going to get it once again.
And it creates an interesting situation where it's really hard to kind of ban out Chance, right? And then who ends up where? Presumably it will be Faker in the mid lane, on the Lee, and then the Kana on the Gwen. Kind of going through the options. I think both of these are fine here. Gragas, to me at least, is a lot stronger into dive compositions. Because it makes it so easy when they try and go in, you just throw the barrel, right? And then good luck trying to blow someone up. The Nico also does that in a bit more forceful manner, but the difference with the Gragas is, of course, Gragas, as we saw last game, is also absurdly strong initiation.
Yeah. Alongside of the Alistar, but going up against, you know, Fate's Call and Gragas is not going to be easy. As we're flashing in, we're looking for the stun, and that is going to land. Canyon already uses his flash, and Faker says, get down, and takes him down. That's going to be a really nice first blood pickup there, and a great read from Cousin Fake. Pushed in. Beryl has been able to rotate over here, but it is 4v3 for the meantime. Beryl takes an insane amount of damage, but he gets the 2-man knockup. That is really big. They're going to take out Cuz, and they're going to take down Keria. This is a disaster for T1 as Nocturne hits 6, and they get 3 kills on the back of that, alongside of the blue and alongside of the Ocean Dream.
And the idea behind it I get from T1 because you want to try and pressure Canyon, you want to deny it at level 6, but it's that engage from Beryl that really solidifies it, and Khan with a perfectly timed TP, because the moment that Beryl actually hits that engage, it feels like instantly, you see, like the moment that they spot them, the teleport channel comes through. And that's why it feels like instantly as Beryl engages, they get it. And then we talked about the spike on level 6 for Damwon Kia, the equalizer, the Nocturne. Perfect example. The moment... Yes, that's the phase go in here.
Yeah,
looking for the big
damage, and oh man, the TP comes in first from Damwon, but the big knockup on a Canyon. Equalizer getting huge damage down, and now the final boss of Damwon is here. It is Showmaker. He is so fed. The slow is going to land on a Cuz, and that's going to be enough. They don't need to land the ultimate. They just get the slow down, and now Showmaker's 3-0. Keria, once again, desperate to try to carry this game. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. Teddy trying to kite it out here. There's the body slam coming on in. And still the ultimate available for Beryl, as he is going to be able to cancel out that engage very easily, and no further kills will be given, although Showmaker is looking for more. Oh, and there's a teleport as well. It looks like T1 might have just gotten themselves into a really desperate situation. There's the 1 kill, and Showmaker, you know he's looking for more. Will survive, and he's got Canada to help him out. But here comes Showmaker. Keep in mind, he is a little bit out of the way, though, but T1 not really able to land on a Khan until just now. That's going to buy a little bit of time with the Blast Blast, but now Showmaker looking for a bit more. He's got the kick, but Gwen is doing some insane damage. The kick comes in, and Faker gets his own kick and shuts down for 600 gold onto Showmaker.
And that's a pivotal play by T1 there, because they take back the gold lead, swings in Faker's laner, and now T1 in full control back of this game.
Okay, looking for a play on a Faker here. It looks pretty easy, actually, with the equalizer coming on in. Even Beryl was barreling down the mid lane there, looking for a potential follow-up. And that's, you know, there's no big objective right now. I suppose there is the second Rift Herald, but DK just going to be satisfied with the one kill.
I think they could have gone for the Herald instead. They were starting that up, but maybe hoping that Damwon Kia would get kind of greedy, stick around.
Right up in the top side. This time it's onto the Gwen, 2v1, and it looks like they will get the kill, but Kana is able to get one of his own onto Canyon. And so it will be a 1-for-1 trade in the end.
That's Gwen, baby. Able to pick up the return kill, gets the ignite, and this provides
We are going to begin picking away at this one. You see Beryl up on the top side. The Paranoia is going to come in, try to deny any vision, and look at the knock up there onto the Sejuani. Cuz just evaporates in this fight. A nice kick on the Canyon. They're trying to do the same. The Gwen is getting a ton of damage on the Beryl as well, and Damwon immediately jumps ship. They are out of here. They pick up the Dragon, but that is a 2-for-1 win in kills over. As, okay, that's getting pretty low. Beryl's just gonna ultimate, gets a huge knockup, and there is the wombo combo. Well, where's the damage? The kick is on the Ghost, and there is no follow-up from the side of Damwon. T1 are going to sweep them up and take down the Infernal Drake. A huge team fight win going the way of T1.
The must-win fight was won indeed, Vel, as they pick up the Drake. Immediate flash there from Ghost. And the real victory might be them being able to pick up the Baron. It's Cuz getting sacrificed yet again. It's the life of a Sejuani, with what they get back for it in return is definitely going to be worth it.
All right, well, I already know what they're saying on the forums. Ban Gwen.
I mean, that's not wrong.
I'm feeling the energy right now. Kana's here alongside a Ghost, and they do have a lot of damage as Ghost is getting a little bit of room, but Faker does a really nice job of zoning them away. Ghost is not really able to get on in there, but Kana's able to pick up a kill, but Faker will go down. Can they get on top of that Baron? No, it is going to go the way of the Callista, but Ghost looking to take away as many Baron buffs as possible, and here comes big brother Alistair, but, well, let his younger sister die. As here comes the Paranoia, but there's no vision at all, as Canyon is not going to be able to pick up the kill. But that is the Baron alongside of the extracurricular activity. Khan gets caught, though. That's not going to help. It doesn't look like he's... Yeah, he doesn't even have flash, so he's just dead. And that's 30 seconds until... Yeah, I mean, that's it. And even without the Baron, it looks like they're going to try to... Beryl is looking for it. It seems like DK really want to get on in there. That's a miss on the Sejuani ultimate, but trading ultimates in the jungle. It's now trying to get on in. They're trying to burst down Keria, but again, Fate's Call is right there. Returning to the Baron. In goes Faker, and he's kind of all alone. Up on the top side, big knockup, and Ghost just gets way too low and taken down by the Needles and the Gragas with the Ignite. This is looking really good for the side of T1. Damwon desperately trying to get that engage going and deny the Baron, but it will not pan out, and we should be going to a game number 3, as Canyon just going to be denied any access to his own base. And unless Khan can pull off a miracle here, it looks like T1 have done it.
That's what we all wanted. Game number 3, Valdez. And turns out you were right. Those stopwatches actually, most valuable item in the game is an execute, doesn't really count. And T1 take a decisive victory here. And we are going to a 3rd game in this banger of a series.
Yep, there you have it. T1 with just incredible tenacity to be able to pull that one out. The early game, when they fell behind, it was like, oh man, this might just be a quick 2-0 from Damwon. Not the case. T1 actually just outperforming. They're able to get a couple of great team fight wins in the mid-game and really pull this one back and show that they are here to fight tonight.
And it's such an interesting fight between these two teams as well, because there's so much history, both in terms of how you look at the staff, all the change that we had, right? We've had Zephyr and Danny previously.
Like the players on the side of T carries on the side of Damwon Kia couldn't really take a step forward for put some damage onto the opponents. And this is the second highlight where we saw the true power of T1's comp.
별로 안 좋게 시작했다고
once again, this fight didn't really look too good for T1. Sejuani ultimate went wide. It was a trade for Nocturne ultimate, but that was a very major cooldown for T1 to open a team fight. But let's see how Faker kind of cooks this thing up. Lee Sin went in and stir up the enemies and leaves the scene. And then Sejuani man-marks Burrow's engage attempt. And then Gragas perfectly delivered Kaisa. And Gwen also puts massive damage in this single team fight as well. And we can see that all the T1 players are so solid and beefy, so Damwon Kia couldn't really find a target to focus fire. Lee Sin, Gwen, Gragas are the champions that actually can make a lot of variables happen in a single team fight. So Damwon Kia couldn't really follow with T1's playstyle with that new champions and comps. And with this new comp, T1 was able to even out the series. Now it's time to check out the player of the game. And it's going to be Kana's Gwen. Second POG